Bit of Polish league. I ride grass tracks in Germany, long track, but like in the week I'm not doing nothing, so I love to go over there.
Heat number 14 of the Division 1 British League Riders Championship. Top rider from every one of the 13 clubs in the Home Far League this season. Of course, Robert Nars, the Division 2 champion, and then 2 riders making up the field. One from Bradford being Simon Wigg, and one from Oxford, Martin Dugard. The full lineup for Heat 14 sees Hans Nielsen ride in red, Lee Adams blue, Gary Havelock white, and Brian Carger yellow-black. This is Heat 14. Oh, and Hans Nielsen goes into the tapes. Up go the tapes. We look at the referee's decision and we see the red light on, which means that Hans Nielsen has been excluded by this evening's referee as touching the tapes. A little bit of time to tell you that the reason for Lee Adams' engine failure in heat number 12 was the wire to his coil came adrift, so commiserations to you, Lee Adams, on that one. But there we see Hans Nielsen excluded from heat number 14 for touching the tapes. So Darren Pearson coming in as a reserve ride in red. A youngster who rides, of course, for Bradford in the Home Far League. He comes in for reserve outing in the red Hamlin cutter. This is heat 14. Up with the tapes in engines roar, and Lee Adams gets a smooth and delightful start from trap number 2. So Adams leads. The rider in white, Havelock, in second place, and Darren Pearson leading Brian Carger at this moment in time as Havelock comes out to put pressure on Lee Adams. Havelock comes through. This is going to be a good race. Havelock now leads. Adams in second place. Adams now cuts back on the inside of Gary Havelock and takes the lead. Adams leads. Havelock in second place. Is there anything left between these two? Two youngsters in the sport, the world champion and the world under-21 champion. Battling out as Havelock now comes back to the front. And Lee Adams, this is one hell of a race in heat number 14. Havelock on the inside, Adams on the outside. There's not, you could throw a blanket over the two of them. Which one of them is going to get to the checker flag first? It's Adams in blue, Havelock in white. Looking back, it's still Darren Pearson only on the third position, but it's going to be a race to the line for this one. Who's going to come out to take it? It's Adams who just gets there. Second place goes to Gary Havelock. In third position, and what a good one for him, was Darren Pearson. But these two riders, what a great scrap for Speedway. The fans showing their appreciation. But at the end of it, the 4 laps, it was Lee Adams who got the win. Gary Havelock had to be content with second place. And just look at these two battling out these positions here at the Odsal this evening. Havelock on the inside in white, Lee Adams in blue on the outside, switching the attentions to the inside of the track. Havelock going out wide, Adams cutting back underneath him. And the lead changed hands about 4 or 5 times, I reckon, in this one, before Lee Adams goes on to get the 3 points. And Gary Havelock, all the hard work, had to be content with just 2 points. There we see from another camera position, Havelock going on the inside, this time of Lee Adams. Lee Adams getting back on the outside, out in the dirt, picking up the momentum. And really was the pick of the races so far here at Odsal Stadium. And Lee Adams going on to get 3 points in heat number 14. And Gary Havelock having to be content with 2. And Darren Pearson, the reserve, coming in, beating Brian Carger for the minor positions. But Lee Adams just getting his nose in front in heat number 14. Heat number 15 sees Peter Nolleen ride in red, Robert Nage in blue, Martin Dugard in white. Joe Screen currently on 8 points, joint leader with Hans Nielsen, who has been excluded for tape offence in heat number 14. So Joe Screen could now stamp his authority fully on this Division 1 British League Riders Championship in heat number 15. Watch for Screen in yellow-black, gate number 4. The green light goes on. The tapes rise, and who's got there? Nolleen gets a good lead, good start, and so does the rider in blue, which is Robert Nage. But going out in the dirt is Joe Screen, and gets there. Screen leads from Robert Nage in second place. Peter Nolleen third. 1 lap gone, and Joe Screen has got his nose in front. So the 19-year-old from Bellevue is seeing Hans Nielsen, the rider who was joined top of the pack at the interval stage here at Bradford, dropped 3 points in heat number 14 due to a tape exclusion, and now seizes the opportunity to be a clear leader as he looks over his shoulder to see that Robert Nage is quite a way behind. Third place to Peter Nolleen, and Martin Dugard back in 4th position. So with 1 lap to go, all eyes are on Joe Screen, England international, member of that World Team Cup squad, who won the semi-final at King's Lynn here on Screensport, and then went on to represent his country in Cumla, comes out to take the win in heat 15. Second place goes to Robert Nage. Peter Narleen back in third position. So a good win there from Joe Screen. That means now he moves on to 11 points with that win in heat number 15. And surely he's looking pretty confident and pretty pleased with life early as we go into the action in heat number 16, and he looks set to amongst the medals here at Odsal Stadium this evening. We move on to heat number 16, after which we shall look at the scoreboard to see what riders are in top positions, are in contention for this 1992 Division 1 British League Riders' Championship. The first time being staged outside of Manchester, Odsal Stadium in Bradford, hosting under lights here this 28th staging of this prestigious event. Heat number 16, John Jorgensen red, Tony Rickardsson blue, Simon Wigg in white and Greg Hancock in yellow and black. That's the way they line up for heat number 16, after which all the riders will have had 4 outings. Wigg on 6, Jorgensen 1, Rickardsson 2 and Hancock 3, and they speed from the start. There's the rider in red, Jorgensen there, but Simon Wigg trying to come around the outside of him. Jorgensen in red leads, Wigg in white in second place, Rickardsson third in heat number 16. Wigg going out in the dirt, trying to find the traction to make up ground on John Jorgensen, who still leads at this moment, but Wigg making up ground as he got there. Simon Wigg comes round the outside of Jorgensen to take the lead. Simon Wigg now leads from Bradford, John Jorgensen in second place from Coventry, Tony Rickardsson from Ipswich in third place, and Greg Hancock for the second time this evening back in fourth position, which is not good news for him. But Simon Wigg doing all the hard work from the back with one more lap to go here in heat number 16. So Wigg, if he holds on, will be on 9 points, and certainly not out of things in this one. Wigg leads round the final 2 bends of heat 16, straightens those 2 wheels up, comes up to take the win. Second place goes to John Jorgensen, and Tony Rickardsson back in third position. So Simon Wigg, that moves him on to 9 points in this BLRC, and certainly not out of things for minor places here at Bradford. Simon Wigg, winner of heat number 16. So Joe Screen, 2 points between his nearest rivals. He leads. Marvin Cox and Simon Wigg both on 9. 4 riders on 8. Nielsen, Havelock, Adams and Johnson join us for the conclusion of the BLRC 1992 after the break. Back to the conclusion of the Division 1 British League Riders' Championship from Odsal Stadium in Bradford, and we're looking at Joe Screen, the 19-year-old who's got a 2-point advantage over his nearest rivals as we move on to heat number 17, which sees Marvin Cox riding red, Gary Havelock in blue, who are still in contention for the minor positions on the rostrum. Greg Hancock, a disappointing evening for him so far. He's in white, and Martin Dugard is in yellow and black. That's a full lineup for heat number 17. All riders now having their final outing here at the Odsal Stadium. The green light there you see on. Up go the tapes, those engines roaring, no action. And it's Havelock who's got there. Gary Havelock leads. Second place in red is Marvin Cox from Greg Hancock third. So Gary Havelock from Bradford, the world champion, leads. Marvin Cox in second position. Third is Greg Hancock in white. So looked as though the world champion's trying to try and go out of things here with a win on his home circuit, and as I say, this still up for grabs, the silver and bronze position, but we wonder whether that 2-point cushion for Joe Screen is going to be enough. All those questions will be answered when he comes out in heat number 20, but there's a lot to be decided yet in this 1992 Division 1 British League Riders' Championship, being brought to you by the hotshot cameras of Screensport as we enter the final lap of heat 17, and it looks as though Gary Havelock set to finish up this championship on 11 points. He goes around the final 2 bends of this 338-metre circuit here also, comes up to take the win. Second place Marvin Cox, and in third position goes to Greg Hancock. So Gary Havelock ends up on 11 points. Marvin Cox also ends up on 11 points. Greg Hancock on 4 and Martin Dugard on 3. That's the result of heat number 17. Heat number 18, John Jorgensen rides in red, Hans Nielsen is in blue in gate 2, Per Jonsson in white gate 3, and Peter Narleen in yellow and black gate number 4. Nielsen on 8, along with Jonsson also on 8.